Well, hello there, K-pop friends. Last year, you might recall me doing a video on K-pop fans going too far. I said I was going to follow up on that video, and well, here I am, basically a year later, putting out the second part. But I bet you all thought I forgot about this topic. But no, there are just too many anti-K-pop fans out there stirring it all up, and I just had to let you know about it. There are antis who have nothing better to do than to attempt murder on our precious babies. I used to be such a hoe for Forensic Files back in the day. You know, the American show covering murders and terrible crimes. And so my knowledge in calling out the premeditated first-degree charge will be on full display. I was born for this, okay? But anyways, before we get started, please do me the wonderful favor of hitting those like and subscribe buttons for me. And now let's go over this scalding hot whiskey. Yeah, that's right. Tea is so last year. Get with the times, people. On October 14, 2006, TVXQ member Yunho was filming for a Korean variety show when a member of an anti-TVXQ website snuck in behind the scenes to deliver Yunho orange juice. Unknown to him, the drink contained cyanoacrylate, also known as superglue, to poison him. Thinking that the anti-fan was a staff member, Yunho took the beverage from her and drank it. He was soon overcome by severe vomiting and began coughing up blood before he fainted and was rushed to the hospital. Fortunately, Yunho recovered and he decided not to press charges against her. But he is now very cautious about accepting food and drink from strangers. Her response? I could not believe that Yunho was still defending me. I hope that I would not be charged, but I will not thank him because I still dislike him. Rude. In September of 2009, Jaebum Park, also known as J Park, the leader of 2PM, who was born in the US, was called out for anti-Korean comments he made on social media site MySpace years earlier, when he had first arrived in the country. He had adjusted to life in Korea by the time his old posts were discovered, but many prideful Koreans were upset. Jay lost his hosting position on the history program Nodaji, and 2PM went on hiatus, and Jay issued an apology explaining that he made the comments after first arriving in Korea, when he was homesick, lonely, and felt rejected, so he acted out. But the apology wasn't enough. Within days, an online petition was started demanding that Jay kill himself, and it was signed by more than 3,000 people. It was later deleted, and another petition called Please Forgive Our Jaebum Justice Once was started, and it gained 6,000 signatures in 2 days. Not that it even mattered, because Jay left 2PM shortly afterward. Fans weren't having it though, because they even vandalized 2PM's label JYP's building, and even some placed white chrysanthemums at the doors of the offices, which are symbols of death in Korea. Yeah, that was like super extra. Back in 2015, BTS was shooting to superstardom, and the leader RM, formerly Rap Monster at the time, Namjoon, got the attention of the wrong sort. The band was just about to start the New York leg of its Red Bullet tour when an anti-fan posted a photo of a gun on Twitter saying, "Just brought my gun, it's about to go down, RIP Namjoon, hashtag TRB and NYC. I don't know why I just have to go that route with the voices, but you know, it's just what comes natural, okay? Anyways, as well as another death threat, that same night on Twitter posting a photo of herself holding her gun and saying, Namjoon oppa, better watch out. I'm coming for him, LOL, hashtag TRB and NYC. In quotes. Both of these threats resulted in the cancellation of the post-concert high-touch event and photo opportunities which ARMY members were dying to attend. In addition, the ongoing concert at the time was ended and BTS was whisked off stage by security, but concertgoers expressed their confusion and disappointment on social media in droves until the situation was explained. I hope they at least got some sort of partial refund. If you didn't know, Epik High member Tablo is pretty damn smart. Starting his prolific career in the early 2000s, he had released 4 #1 albums with Epik High and published a best-selling collection of short stories in both English and Korean. In interviews, he mentioned that he had graduated from the prestigious Stanford University in the US and 3.5 years with both a bachelor's and master's degree in English. which was true. This was too much for some anti-fans who put him in their crosshairs. In 2010, one created the online forum Tajinyo, claiming that Tablo had faked his credentials and harassed him and his family for 2 years. Thousands of people took up the cause, and one random anti-fan called Tablo's mother at home and called her a whore and told her to leave Korea. Oh my god, is this high school again? The evil spread to the streets where people attacked Tablo. People with his name were even harassed, and the story made national headlines in Korea where people believed the smear campaign. This continued even after representatives of the university affirmed his status as an alum, and as a result, some of the folks went to jail for defamation. He later released an album of the experience called Fever Zen, and it rose to the top of the charts in the US and Korea, and hit number 1 in the US and Canadian iTunes charts, and he's still with Epik High and still has those degrees. Former Chinese Super Junior member Hankyung or Hankyung debuted in the group in 2005 to help widen the Super Junior's appeal in China. But some Korean anti-fans were against the idea of a Chinese member. They were doing anything they could to put pressure on SM Entertainment to send him back to China. In fact, incidents and various false rumors got so bad in Korea that Hankyung was brought to China to escape them. Incidents included a Korean anti-fan at his birthday event rushing onto the stage shouting, "Go back to China, batch!" Or wait, maybe more like, "Go back to China!" Or "Go back to China!" I don't know, whatever you wanted. Just use your imagination here. The fan was searched and thought to potentially have a bottle of sulfuric acid on them, intending to harm Hankyung. Another was a series of rumors started by antis that spread the news that Hankyung was involved in the trading of drug amphetamines, to which he was forced to provide a urine test to prove his innocence. It ultimately continued to cast a dark shadow on him in the eyes of Korean fans. And the most insane incident was when antis showed up at one of Hankyung's press events and passed herself as a fan, bringing a cake box with her. She claimed to want a photo with him and to give him the cake. The staff heard her flawless Chinese and suspected that something was up. So they said he was unwell and took the cake to give to him. Lord Almighty, when they opened the cake in the limo, they found the cake alongside bags filled with blood and a knife stabbed through a photo of him. When the cake was later tested for chemicals, they found poison in it. Holy shit. That is definitely not a part of the diet plan. Cake is already bad enough, let alone having poison in it, thank you very much. The harassment of first-generation girl group V.O.X is legendary, and it seems that over the years that various members had been mistreated by fans at some point in time. V.O.X, while technically not as big as heavyweights as Finkel and SES, were still liked in the industry until a couple of incidents happened to make the anti-fandom rear its ugly head. The incidents mostly happened in the late 90s and early 2000s, and this included Yunho, who was 15 at the time and replaced an outgoing and very popular member, E-Guy, and fans were not happy. An anti-fan sent a nasty letter written in blood and sent knives to Yunho. One anti-fan even used a water gun to shoot a caustic mixture of vinegar, red pepper sauce, and soy sauce into her eye. Yunho was rushed to the hospitals where doctors said the fluid had damaged her eye and she was forced to wear an eye patch for a while during the group's performances and in public. Her agency tried to get Yunho to press charges, but like many anti-fan victims, she refused. She eventually left the group in 2005, but went on to become a very popular actress in Korea and is still working today. You would think Yunho's mistreatment would be bad enough, but sadly, there's more. Member Kan Mi-yeon had it bad as well. In 1999, rumors that Mi-yeon was dating popular boy groups H.O.T's Moon Heejun got out, and it blew the mind of H.O.T's fans. One anti-fan gouged out the eyes of a publicity photo of Mi-yeon and sent it to her, and even included a rusty razor blade and letters that were positioned to slice the fingers of whoever opened them, and Mi-yeon was injured. She even received boxes of razor blades, which she promptly gave to the record company office workers to use. One anti-fan even sent a letter written in blood that said, "Let's go to hell together. I'll go with you so you won't be lonely." That's how I read it in my head. Fans pelted the band with rocks and eggs even at events. Definitely not the protein and fiber that I was looking for. And the group closed a lot of their public access, which affected their popularity, and they could only hold fan signings and meetings after attendees' bags were checked thoroughly. One fan brought in a Moon Heejun poster and demanded that Miyeon sign it in front of her. But wait, oh my god, there's more crazy shit. Member Shim Eun-jin was sent a dead cat. There's more, but that's just a sampling of what they went through. Needless to say, the pressure caused the group to disband in 2006 after a successful run. But y'all did them dirty, that's all I have to say. Well, that's it for today, friends. I have so many insane anti-K-pop fan stories to cover that I'm gonna need another video. Share below the stories you thought of with this topic. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons for me. I appreciate you for stopping by, and while you're here, check out many more of my videos, and see you next time.